My dearest friends, hello and welcome to yet another very focused workshop. We're going to have a rocking time together. You know what? Isn't it so true that there is no comeback without a setback? There is no guts without glory. There is no testimony without a test. And therefore, people who rise through tough times become extremely powerful and they become role models for the world around them. Is it also so true that some people under same circumstances break records? Others break themselves. And people who break records are those who have mighty powerful resilience. And resilience is the ability to rise and bounce back and make yourself again very powerful and massively successful. And today, you and I will discuss some of the most timely and timeless principles on how you and I could have that power and build that powerful, mighty resilience. If you're excited, please give me a thumbs up. Great. Now, my dear friends, as we talk about this topic today, what comes to my mind is a story. And this is a story of winning. It's a story of victory. You know, we in India, we love cricket big time, right? Do you remember 2nd of April 2011 was a very special day because we became a champion and we defeated Sri Lanka in the World Cup. Every single player did a great job. What a mind-blowing performance it was. They were amazing. They were brilliant. They were absolutely in their full forms. They did a great, meticulous performance. Right? Now, amongst those players who did a great job was one cancer survivor. Yes, he had very limited stamina. He was facing acute breathlessness. He was spitting blood. Despite all that, he never made us realize that he's suffering with challenges. He gave his very best show. He gave his very best courage. He was extremely confident of winning. And guess what? We won. And because of his great performance, we did a great job and we won. And he was awarded the man of the series match right after. My dear friends, the very next day, he had to rush for his tests and he had to rush for his treatment. He went for a treatment for a year. And guess what? The very next year in September, he joined back and again played international cricket, the T20 series. And friends, for his courage, commitment, conviction, and resilience, he was awarded some of the greatest awards our country has. He was conferred with the Arjuna Award, which is India's second highest sporting award by the government of India. In 2014, he was also awarded the Padma Shri, India's fourth highest civilian award. And this man is truly a great symbol of resilience. It's a great symbol of comeback. It's a great symbol of great power. You and I, we're talking about our very own 𝑦𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒓𝒏 Singh, and lovingly we call him 𝑦𝒑𝒑𝒏𝒕𝒆. Now, 𝑦𝒑𝒑𝒏's story has a very strong meaning. It says, come what may, if you want to be a superstar, you really have to have resilience. You really have to have your mindset of a winner, come what may. How could you have this resilience and how could you genuinely become a winner and always create comebacks? Is exactly what you and I will discuss today. My dear friends, I'm going to give you 3 key principles and 3 key mindsets that you and I must have if you would really like to build personal resilience, which is the ability to bounce back. Are you excited? If you're excited, please give me a thumbs up and say excited. Beautiful. Let me start with the first one. You know what? Here's a story for you. This automobile company was setting up. World War II, they were bombed down. World War II, they were not bombed down once, but they were bombed down 2, and they were shattered into pieces. Anyways, this guy did his very best and again built up a company. And guess what? The very next time, as they created, in the next few months, the earthquake shattered the company again. It was again broken down into pieces. But this man was focused. He was so optimistic. He said, come what may, we will recreate, we will reshine, and we will rebound back. And this man, my dear friends, again restarted with a positive focus. In a highly disciplined manner, he did every single thing he possibly could. And he created one of the greatest and one of the most respected automobile giants today, as we know as Honda. My dear friends, Sirichori Honda, the promoter of this company, Soichiro Honda, the promoter of this company, is known for his ability to bounce back, the ability to be highly resilient, and the ability to shine come what may. You know what? The first key factor or the first key mindset driver that you and I need to have as a foundation to resilience is called positive focus. You got to feel optimistic. You see, you can't achieve great heights without optimism. You got to be optimistic and hopeful. And if you're optimistic and hopeful, what gets further more courage to you is discipline. Discipline about doing whatever it takes to achieve what you want to achieve. And certain things you don't want to do it sometimes, but you still have to do it. And the way we define discipline is doing what you have to do or what needs to be done, whether you want to do it or you don't want to do it. You've got to do it. So for example, let us say you want to come back to how you looked when you were in class 10th. You were really very fit, for example, okay, which I'm sure you still are. So that means you have to lose like 20 kgs weight, all right? So what you do is you have a positive focus. You put a picture of yourself from class 10 days right there in your bedroom, and the first thing you see every morning is that picture. And you know what happens then? You work hard every single day. And with discipline, you follow all the exercises, all those steps, the entire diet that has to be followed to be back to what you really want yourself to be. So therefore, positive focus and discipline are the keys to resilience. And that's the first point I want to share with you. How many of you listening to me are ready to have an optimistic, positive focus in life? And how many of you are ready to have a discipline to make sure that you achieve what you want to achieve? I know you're ready. If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Write in the comment box, say absolutely. Beautiful. Proud of you. My dear friends, here's the first one. Now, let's look at the second most important quality of a great champion who wants to be highly resilient. Here's the next one. This gentleman that you see right now, one of the most known, most outstanding business owners, but he wasn't outstanding when he started. There was a time in life he had no money to pay his rent, and he was living with his friends, and he barely could have money to buy food. And he was a cartoonist. He would amazingly draw some beautiful cartoons, but he couldn't sell a single cartoon. At the age of 22, he went bankrupt after the brutal failure of a cartoon series in Kansas City, and he went bankrupt several times, not once, but several times. He also wanted to become a Hollywood actor, but it never happened. He was once fired by a newspaper editor who accused him to be lazy and lacking imagination and creativity. Oh, my dear friends, challenges back to back and back to back and back to back. Now, 3 years later, he left Kansas City for Hollywood to pursue his childhood dream. He set up a studio in a converted garage, and then 5 years later, a long time when he without an income, he struck like success with a short animation called Alice in Cartoon Land and Oswald the Rabbit. That became massively successful. But again, in 1928, some of his cartoonists left, taking Oswald with them, and this guy was again shattered. His success was short-lived, and he returned to having nowhere to live with, little money, or almost with no food. But his secret of success was within him. He again had the power to come back. He continued working hard. He did the best possible job you can ever imagine, and out of disasters, after all of that, he didn't give up. And he created a character which is called the Mickey Mouse. He created Mickey Mouse, and that Mickey Mouse today is worth billions of rupees. This man, Walt Disney, had series of failures. But this man, after series of failures, he didn't give up, and he created series of successes. One of the greatest qualities that he had was perseverance, which is consistently keep on trying. So what if not today, but someday? So what if not now, but doesn't mean never. I will continue. I will work hard, and every single day I will give my full throttle, my best effort in making my dreams come true. Come what may, I am not giving up. I am not giving up. I'll keep on trying. I'll keep on trying. Do you know what happens? If there is a drop of water dropping on a stone consistently with perseverance, it is unbelievable to imagine, but that drop of water can damage the stone and create a hole in that stone. Yes, as this beautiful Roman poet Ovid says, that dripping water hollows out stone, not through force, but through persistence. So when you have persistence and perseverance, consistently putting efforts come what may, never giving up. Failure after failure, no worries, but I'm not giving up. I will not call it quits, come what may. I will continue putting efforts and hard work. And what is hard work? What is perseverance? Perseverance means putting the hard work after you are tired of putting the hard work. Yes, it's putting the hard work after you are tired of putting the hard work. It's like you're going to lose weight and going to lose like 25 kgs. You're going to have like 100 push-ups. You're done 100 push-ups, doing another 100 push-ups after you're tired of doing the previous 100 push-ups. And that, my friend, is called perseverance. The second most important point is don't quit. Keep on trying. Perseverance is the key. It is one of the most important tools you and I need to learn to master to become a champion. And you know what? When you do this, you inspire the world around yourself. How many of you are ready to focus on perseverance and truly use this as a mindset driver for yourself in your life? If you're ready for that, please give me a thumbs up and say, yes, absolutely. You know what? I'm so proud of you because I feel highly motivated as I speak to you because I know you are an action taker, not an excuse maker. You will have perseverance and hard work in whatever you want to achieve in your life. So proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the third tool that I want to give you today. It has a lot to do with our mindset. You know, we have two kinds of mindset. One is a fixed mindset. Fixed mindset means I will always do things that I'm comfortable doing. I will not learn anything new, and I'm not open to feedback, and I'm not open to being flexible. I am not open to being changed. That's my fixed mindset. Let me tell you something about my life. I was a young boy, and you know what? As a young boy, we all loved playing with toys, just like all of us. And I was able to preserve some toys, and I still have some toys that I had long time given to me or gifted to me when I was really very young. One of those toys was gifted to me by my dad. It was a strong man. So once he gave me a strong man, it looked like a he-man, strong man. I still have this strong man with me, preserved it so well. So when he gave me this strong man, he said, son, this is strong man. I said, wow, dad, thank you. But dad, it is so soft. It is so flexible. You know, you can stretch its legs. You can stretch its arms and hands. How come he's strong? And you know what he said? He said this one word, which I've always remembered in my life. He said, always remember, son, flexibility is a strength. Flexibility is a strength. If you're flexible, you're strong. If you're flexible, you're stable. If you're flexible, you're growing. If you're flexible, you're winning. If you're adaptable, you're succeeding. Come what may. My dear friends, that flexibility is called the growth mindset. Successful people have a growth mindset. They are good at everything. They can learn anything and they can try. They can create results that they want. They embrace and love challenges. They welcome feedback and criticism because they know this will make them a better version of themselves. They like learning new things. And that is one of the greatest qualities you, me, and everyone needs to have in life. It's called being flexible, being adaptable. If you're not flexible and adaptable, we would not be able to have resilience. We would not be able to have the conviction, the courage to shine through tough times. We have to try alternate routes in our lives sometimes to achieve a goal that we wanted to achieve in our life. Sometimes routes change, but the desire, the passion, and the flexibility is very important. You and I, we all have heard about this very successful mobile company called Nokia. Nokia had the highest amount of share in the market till the year 2007. You know, it was like 80%, 90% market share was Nokia. Now, later, iPhone was launched and the other companies came up with Android phones. People started falling in love with Android and iOS. Nokia continued with their Symbian technology. They thought they're the market leaders and whatever they do, people are going to like it. If not now, maybe later. And they were so resistant to changing themselves. And guess what? From 2007 to 2009, because of resilience, because of resistance to change, because of a fixed mindset, their market share from 90% dropped to only 20%. And guess what? Then it was adversity and challenges lined up for them because they were not flexible, they were not adaptable to change. You know what happened? From year 2009 till 2013, they had to let go of 25,000 people, up till they were sold to Microsoft later. And Nokia, when it was sold to Microsoft, in the final last speech, the CEO said, we didn't do anything wrong, but somehow we lost. Mr. CEO, you are absolutely right. You did not do anything wrong. I agree. But the only thing that you did not do right were you were not flexible to change with changing times. If we are not flexible and not adaptable and you're not changing with changing times, we are not going to have resilience as a very important strength in us to come back. My dear friends, my third submission to you is this. Please be adaptable to change. Please be okay to try a new route to achieve a common goal. Please be okay to learn something new. Accept feedback. Love it. Try doing something new. Learn a new skill. You definitely will. Let's say you're on a mission to lose weight, right? And you're doing a particular kind of pattern of exercises and it is not working. You should stop that and try something new. You should be open to try that. You should be open to learn something new and keep on trying that to achieve that results. If not, we are not getting there. One of the greatest basketball players, American basketball player, John Wooden, had a beautiful quote. You know what he says? He says, flexibility is the key to stability. Wow, it is so incredible. Flexibility is the key to stability. If you're not flexible, we are not going to be stable in our life. You got to be flexible in order to stand strong, irrespective of what happens. We got to find our ways to twist and turn and find new ways to become successful. And that will happen only when you have flexibility in your life. My dear friends, one of the most amazing champions, Bruce Lee, a great director, martial arts champion. You know what he said? He said, you must be shapeless, formless like water. When you pour water in a cup, it becomes the cup. When you pour water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. When you pour water in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can drip and it can crash. Become like water, my friend. Flexibility brings stability. Flexibility brings success. Flexibility brings growth. And I'm sure you will have this flexibility in achieving your dreams of life, and you will never have resistance to flexibility and change. So let's revise all the 3 points that we've learned, my dear friends. The first we learned is this one's called positive focus and discipline. The discipline is about doing things that you have to do, whether you want to do it or you don't want to do this. The second is perseverance. Perseverance is putting the hard work after you are tired of doing the hard work. You know, it's doing like 25 more pushes after you're done doing 25 push-ups. Do that. And the third is accept the change. Be open to be flexible, be open to try something new so that you can get there, come what may. My dear friends, I'm going to share with you a very interesting message. And this message is a story of another superstar. Now, this superstar, this amazing guy who became extremely successful, was once not liked by the radios. His voice was not okay to be a radio jockey. He was then into movies, and he had 12 back-to-back flop movies. And there was a time he had nothing left with him, and he really was left hand to mouth. But this guy was flexible. He was resilient to get started all over again. He started with a small TV and started with a wonderful series called Kaun Banega Crorepati. And that was the time Amitabh Bachchan was able to again bounce back. He didn't give up. If Amitabh Bachchan can bounce back being flexible, if he can bounce back being focused, if he can bounce back being adaptable to change and with perseverance, I know you can, I know I can. We learned 3 amazing ideas on how to be resilient in our life. Let's revise those together. The first is called have a positive focus and power that focus with discipline. The second we learned today is called don't quit, keep trying. Perseverance is the key. And the third we learned is be open to change. Flexibility brings stability. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you would be. Now, do me a favor. We learned these 3 amazing ideas. And you know what? The only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is this, that successful people are action takers. Unsuccessful people are excuse makers. I know you are an action taker, not an excuse maker. I know you will take action, you will work on these 3 ideas, and you will definitely create more successful, fulfilling, and enriching life for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate you for completing this program successfully. I know you are loving this workshop. I know you would like to put this to use, and I know I'm excited to see how amazingly you're using this learning. So do me a favor. Please go ahead, go to this beautiful site and put a nice comment and tell the world how you're living this learning. All you got to do is, once you have attended a webinar like this, please share your experience with us. We are eager to hear from you. Tell us how you're living this learning. There are 2 ways you can do that. One, you can send a note to us on this beautiful email address called gurukul.hdfcbank@gmail.com. 2, you could make a short video, which is like 30 seconds in formal attire, and post that video at the same address, gurukul.hdfcbank@gmail.com. And we would like to feature the best entries on our world. All right. Look forward to your contribution, guys. If you like this workshop and if you liked me sharing ideas with you, you're free to connect with me. I would love to have you in my LinkedIn family. The best way to find me is go to LinkedIn and type Ashish Singh Star Consulting, enter. I would welcome you as a family member. Look forward to having you there. My dear friends, always remember, it's people like you who become great leaders for the world because they are always resilient. They have massive power to bounce back come what may. दोस्तों वो कहते हैं ना, मुश्किलों में भाग जाना आसान होता है, जिंदगी हर लम्हा एक इम्तिहान होता है, भागने वाले को कुछ नहीं मिलता इस जहां में, आप लोग टिकने वालों में से हैं और टिकने वालों के कदमों में जहान होता है, जहान होता है. Thank you once again, champions, for being a part of this training program. I wish you lots of happiness, lots of success, and may you enjoy the greatest height in every sphere of your life today and forever. Thank you, everyone. Have a rocking time. Take good care of yourself.